and Meow in here, so they're just figuring out their respective characters. And yeah, we're gonna get into it really, really shortly. I'm curious if these two have played each other in the past, and they have not, it seems. But they've always placed like super similarly. Meow and Toastforprez both got 33rd at the Autumn Champs. They've always been like within just like a few placements of one another. This is gonna be like a very like even matchup between the two.
It is definitely going to be a super even match. Looking at these legend picks that are locked in here, we're seeing Toast on that Olgrim, which is actually a pick I didn't even mention when I said all of the legends that he has played previously. Although he does have a lot of experience on the Rayman and the Teros with the recent developments, of course, less people favoring Rayman because of the gauntlet nerfs. I feel like this is a really, really good pick from Toast. Meow, of course, having a crazy amount of experience on the Kaya, though. I feel like there's a lot of variables other than just PR here, but most of them are aligning pretty much dead center.
Oh yeah, for sure. They're figuring out their bands right now. We're gonna see which stage we will be going to. Right now, of course, Bo, just as strong as ever, always so good. And Toast gonna be repping some Lance. I don't believe we got to see like a lot of Lance action between today and yesterday. Yeah, just gonna go in with the old gun.
I think we actually saw none. And yeah. I also feel like that is the first time I have ever casted Europe without seeing a Lance.
3, 2, 1.
I'm glad Europe is, reforming a little bit with time. But everybody, game 1, Toast versus Meow. Toast immediately picking up that Lance here and just looking for an opening, but Meow is scrapping. Meow is fighting. Not even going for that weapon grab there. Again and again and again. Please pick something up. Oh my god. Meow? What's going on, buddy? What's happening?
Is Meow doing all right? Are we having like a little bit of a situation here? I mean, Toast is just absolutely Toast is giving him a very hard time there with the anti-airs, but he will be able to land. It's not over. It's not over for him yet.
I don't know if those neutralites were like intended to like pick up some of those weapons, but oh man, you played the majority of that first stock without a weapon. Toast was able to clean that one up, so let's see what Meow can do here a little bit differently. But Meow keeps on fighting, Meow keeps on scrapping, and then finally getting a clean opening to do so. And you got Spear on hand. I know you're happy about this, Polly. Meow is getting some big hits in.
Getting some super big hits in indeed, and as you mentioned, I mean, Toastforprez was in a massive advantage here in the beginning of this stock, and Meow was doing a super good job at evening it out, but it looks like Toast is now showing some signs of life again on this Lance. Meow is being very, very cautious, but you see every single time he misses one of these D-lights, he misses one of these end lights or side lights. That's Toast with another Lance punish. He will be able to find the KO though.
Yeah. Really good stuff there, really nice catch for Meow, but now you're just down so much in damage. Toast could be knocking Meow off stage then, being nice and patient, right? Not rushing to go pick up the weapon, just knocking Meow off of him, looking for the recovery to maybe take a stock off the top. Whiffing that D-light gives Meow a slight opening to get a punisher, but I just feel like between the two, I don't know, I feel like Toast damage output, Toast combos have been a lot more tight than Meow's have.
Yeah, they've been super tight so far. Meow, still though, I mean, Dara, I say this pretty much every single time I'm casting with you. 2 dots, make a line, the line goes in a specific direction. I feel like for every single stock that goes by, Meow is just, you know, getting that little extra 1% to get closer to evening out the game and potentially maybe not winning this first game, but he is starting to look very solid.
Oh yeah, for sure. Looking for that downlight pickup, not going to be able to find it. Toast using that up toss of the weapon just to be able to cover directly above. I feel like Lance definitely struggles to be able to cover like the space directly above you. But Meow cleaning up that stock, did it really beautifully, and all of a sudden stocks are even, but the damage isn't.
The signature kit on Kaya is absolutely unreal. That GC's hide signature just above the ground, the neutral signature to try and get back to the stage. And this is also like, from the beginning of the game, this is like the first time Meow is starting to use a couple of these signatures. And you can see it already is having an effect on Toast. He needs to be more careful.
Oh yeah, for sure. Toast has bled a lot this stock, but now picking up the axe. This is the weapon that you want when you just want to play things a little bit more slowly. That is the weapon you want when you're like, okay, I just want to get a KO. I just want to use my good fundies to space you out. And that's exactly what Toast did at the end. Picked it up, was able to get that KO, and now going into game number 2. Meow, I just feel like had a bit of a cold start. Wasn't able to pick things up as quickly as they would have liked. But that definitely started coming back at the end. So if this game 2 starts out differently than it did game 1, specifically in that first stock, we might be seeing a completely different game, Polly.
For sure, and I feel like Toast is doing such a great job. Both of the players, by the way, it looks like we are resetting the game. By the rules of this tournament, you're allowed to reset the game by you know, losing all of your stocks if you have technical difficulties in like the first couple of seconds of the match. But I feel like Toast so far has been doing a very good job at making sure he's on the lands as much as possible. Now, this could be because I am a very bad player, but keep in mind, I play Bryn, I play a lot of Axe. I feel like Axe into bow is something that Toast doesn't want. Now, I could be completely wrong, but that D-light and that side light, it can be really hard to get in there and get your side light and end lights as an Axe player, as they control so much of the ground. And also the end light and the nair on bow are absolutely insane, so floaty dare style is also going to give you a hard time. I feel like the call to stick to the lands and try to do a lot of aerials close to the ground is a really good battle plan, and it's been working out super well for Toast so far.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. It is an excellent idea. Lance is always so powerful, and it has like this kind of a burst range that is able to get in there on Bo, where Bo just typically wants to, you know, keep things out a little bit. So you're absolutely right, but that's also a little bit dependent on the RNG of like the weapon pickups. But there it is again, picking up the Lance here. Toast now just keeps on being so aggressive and never really opting to go and pick up a weapon. Why? I don't understand why, but Meow got a lot of hits off of it.
Got a lot of hits indeed, and again, keep in mind last time around, Toast was able to basically get a clean stock for the first couple of seconds of the game. If he's not able to find something like that, and we see a similar development of the end game, Meow is going to be coming out on top here. So Toast, going into this game, knows that there's a lot of pressure on him.
Oh yeah. Okay, and now Toast has this axe, so I'm curious to see if, like, what you talked about will come into play now, right? Well, Bo is just able to keep axe out a little bit. Toast may struggle to approach, but yes, Polly, talk to us.
Like, him dash jumping close to the ground and then doing the grounded version of the dare to try and stick to his dead zones for as long as possible. Because just running straight forward, he's on Bow. He's gonna sidelight, he's gonna D-light, there's nothing you can do. If you dash jump like that though, you're going to be able to penetrate his bubble, and Toast able to use that axe, but again, as I speculated, favoring this Lance a lot right here, nevertheless.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And oh man, that that Lance is definitely functional. But that's gonna be the double pickup from the GC downlight into the recovery from Meow here, able to clean up that stock in pretty quick fashion to boot as well. And Toast keeps picking up that Lance. If I'm Toast, I'm feeling pretty good about that.
I would also definitely feel very, very good. And now also having spear into Lance here from Meow. He's probably looking for a lot of sidelights and endlights to catch these landings from Toast. And what is that read? I have, in my 3,000 hours of playing Brawlhalla and probably 500 hours of casting it, I have never seen that read before. That must have been improvised. I am impressed, Meow. That's some Ethan reads.
Meow felt it. Meow felt that one in his bones, and he went for it. He's able to get that Sig, able to get Toast off stage, but then popping that Sig is gonna give Toast ample opportunity to go for, was that downlight GC down Sig? Either way, Toast now has Axe on deck here, using up the dodge, but comes back on with that baseball bat swing. Meow is gonna be off stage. That's gonna be the spike. Toast still maintaining a lead. This game has been so back and forth, Polly.
Been super back and forth indeed. Meow waiting for this weapon to spawn. It's going to be a bow just right on top of him. D-Sig to secure the KO, and we are now in a one stock situation. Meow has never been closer than this to get a game off of Toastforprez in this set.
Oh, but whiffing that side like there with the axe. Okay, Meow just able to get a very slight whiff punish. Toast, beautiful anti-air, catching that dodge in the air. So Meow was just basically a vulnerable sitting duck. Had no way to land, eating so many hits here. Tries to go in with the recovery. Toast's juggling game is looking impressive. And that is what axe lets you do. That thing lets you juggle, my friend.
Toast now on this land, is bouncing Meow into the air. Is gonna be able to catch him with that recovery through the in dodge. Good end lights to get him off of you. Side sig would have been a massive connection, but now Toast again with the stage control, and he is going to be throwing out a clean air to get that confirmation as well. This is 2-0 on the board.
Yeah, it's 2 on the board. Toast was looking super powerful this game. We kept talking about like Lance and like, you know, how comfortable Toast was with Lance, but I also just like want to talk about like whenever Toast did have like Axe on deck. And his spacing, his juggling, they were all just like very solid, and he was just able to get a lot of solid, consistent damage. Oh yeah, especially right coming back onto the stage with that side air, it was excellent. So I'm trying to think about like what could be happening better here for Meow. Meow is struggling fighting this Lance, and honestly, I get that. I get in fact, get that too well.
We get it. We can relate, Meow. I'm sure every single player in Twitch chat right now that has played more than 5 games of ranked 1v1 in Brawlhalla can relate to the feelings that Meow is feeling right now.
Polly and I played a couple of friendlies before coming in here, and every time Polly played Lance against me, I was like, oh,
I
wow.
destroyed you. You had no chance. I
had no chance mentally, man. It was just psychological damage at its finest. But Toast, right now, not dealing that psychological damage, more physical damage here with that axe, just already piling it on and actually misspacing that falling side air, but still, so much damage.
It's so satisfying to watch Toast play, because he has that kind of play style where like, you know how you have your reaction time, but then you also have like your decision-making time. His decision-making time is scarily low. Like, he's always preparing for the next step. He always knows what to look out for and what he's going to be doing next. And Meow just can't compete on that level in terms of neutral gameplay.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Popping out that neutral light, coming in with that side air. Okay, Toast using the weapon toss just to be able to maybe force a resource from Meow. Meow actually now going to be denying Toast of a weapon. Now it's Spear on hand. I want to see if Meow can get anything going here, just dodging in Toast's face, but then Toast is able to land, able to get that stock off as well. Now up 3-2, tossing up that axe as high as possible, and he's going to be actually opting for the axe in the early game. This isn't what we typically see from Toast.
This is not what we typically see from Toast. Recovery coming out from him as well, keeping Meow in the air, able to knock him away, but unfortunately towards the weapon. Meow is scrambling to find a weapon here, but he will finally get one.
Yeah, he's able to get one. He's trying to pop up Toast too, and nice weapon toss from Toast. He was able to close in some of the space and still alive.
I love the Kaya's bow signatures so much. Like, you have such good follow-ups out of Sidelight on the bow with basically every single signature. And whenever I see Meow using them, I get a hit of dopamine, and the Toast gets like, I don't know, 1 year shaved off of his life expectancy. There's so much psychological trauma associated with Kaya signatures. It's insane.
Oh yeah, and ooh, popping out that decent Toast right now, going to be looking for another way to catch us landing. It does not matter if he is fighting Bo, my friend. He is getting all the hits in that he's looking for, and just taking his sweet old time. What are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? And then almost found that D-Sig as well. Toast is feeling himself, yeah?
He's trying to get into Meow's head, man. Meow, you can't let it happen. We know how it feels. We know how it is to be down 2-0 to a player playing Olgrim, mostly on the Olgrim. But you can't go down like this, man. We believe in you.
Oh, there it is, just popping out these dodges so early into those combo strings. Toast has dealt so much damage. Toast is so ready just to carry Meow back off stage, but Meow is fighting. Pops out the GC downlight, who tosses out the weapon as well. Toast ends up using the neutral light in the wrong direction here, and just either of them are looking for this next opening.
Meow playing footsies here, finding the sidelight finally, and you see he's doing a better job at avoiding all of these aerials, but every single time he whiffs one of these approaches, I'm sure his heart skips multiple beats.
multiple beats and skips enough, and you know what that means, buddy? You end up flatlining. Toast won this set in a dominant fashion. He was just nothing short of oppressive with that lance. The amount of damage that he was able to pile on, the amount of stage that he was just able to take away from Meow, and it just never felt like Meow had a chance to find any of those like big bow openings. The things that make bow into bow, those huge combos, being able to space stuff out. Nor did Meow connect a lot of those like iconic Kaya Sigs.
Yeah, he wasn't connecting a lot of them. Meow was looking